Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Study of Science with Rahul Kesherwani. Today I will discuss about the physical and chemical change. I know you have so much waiting for time for my new video, right? So today I will discuss what is the physical and chemical change and आज आपका कॉन्सेप्ट पूरी तरीके से क्लियर करके जाऊंगा कि फिजिकल चेंज और केमिकल चेंज क्या है. Let's see what is physical change and what is chemical change. So before starting this lecture, जल्दी से आप मेरे चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब कर दें और बेल आइकन को दबाना मत भूलें जिससे कि आपको मेरी वीडियो की नई अपडेट्स मिलती रहें. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं. What is the physical change? Physical change are those change in which no new substance are formed. Means the type of change in which no new substance are formed. So basically, what is physical change? Those change in which no new substance are formed. No new substance are formed, but it can, but in this change in size, shape and color takes place. मीन्स ऐसा चेंज जिसमें कि कोई नया चीज ना बने और केवल सब्सटेंस का साइज चेंज हो जाए, शेप चेंज हो जाए और उसका कलर भी चेंज हो जाए, then that type of change is said to be physical change, right? Like as you have some papers and you crumple it and then you again obtain a spread paper, right? So this is the physical change. When you tear the paper, अगर आपने कागज को फाड़ दिया, पेपर को फाड़ दिया, this is also a physical change. There is no new substance are formed, right? Exactly. So these are the physical change, right? Some examples related with the physical change. When water is converted into ice form, then it also a physical change because only its form change. Water is converted into ice form. But there is the same formula in ice and in water, means H2O. There is no change, there is the same chemical composition, there is no new substance are formed. So, melting of ice, आपके पास बर्फ है उसे मेल्ट कर दें, then it is also a physical change क्योंकि नया चीज तो बना नहीं. पानी बर्फ में बदल चुका था, पानी जब आपने बर्फ को पिघलाया तो वो पानी में कन्वर्ट हो गया. There is no change, so that type of change is called physical change. Basically, if we अच्छा अब आप बताइए what is the evaporation? This is physical change or chemical change? Evaporation. What is evaporation? It is the process in which liquid is converted into vapor form. That is called evaporation. Example. Number 1, melting of ice. Number 2, freezing of water. Number 3, evaporation. And number 4, that is crystallization. तो आज मैं आपको ये दो कॉन्सेप्ट तो क्लियर कर दिया हूं. अभी हम चर्चा करेंगे इवेपोरेशन एज वेल एज क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. सो व्हाट इज द इवेपोरेशन एंड व्हाट इज द क्रिस्टलाइजेशन? सो लेट्स सी. व्हाट इज इवेपोरेशन? The process in which liquid is directly converted into vapor form below its boiling point called as evaporation. This is the इवापोरेशन मींस एक ऐसा प्रोसेस जिसमें कोई भी लिक्विड कन्वर्ट हो जाए वेपर फॉर्म में बिफोर बिलो इट्स बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, से बॉयल ना करना पड़े। जैसे आपने पानी लिया, बॉयल करेंगे तो वो भी तो वेपर में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, बट दिस इज नॉट अ प्रोसेस ऑफ इवापोरेशन, दिस इज द बॉइलिंग प्रोसेस, right? When evaporation occurs, there is directly change of liquid into vapor form. Example, if you kept some water in a bowl, then in sunlight the water goes into the vapor form. So this is the process of evaporation. Actually, by the process of evaporation, you also got the common salt from the sea water. Common salt, नमक आप प्राप्त कर सकते हैं from the sea water. So, example, you get common salt, and what is the formula of common salt? That is NaCl is obtained. You get common salt from sea water by evaporation, right? So this is the evaporation. Also, आपके ड्राई, आपकी जो वेट क्लॉथ्स हैं, आपने उसे धूप में छोड़ दिया, आफ्टर सम टाइम दे गेट ड्राई. Why? Because the liquids present in the cloth becomes evaporated, and this is the process of evaporation. Right? Now, what is the crystallization? Crystallization. What is crystallization? Before starting crystallization, what is crystal? Because crystal का formation ही कहलाता है crystallization, means formation of crystal. So what is crystal? What is crystal? Right? So crystal is a solid form of a substance. Of a substance, किसी भी substance का जो solid form होगा, that is called crystal. जैसे नमक, NaCl, NaCl have crystal form. NaCl have crystal form, and they have tube-like structure. When you go in higher class, then you see what is the structure of NaCl crystal molecule. Like this. This is the structure of NaCl. Actually, this is the crystal of NaCl. When you go in higher class, then you study in well manner. So don't worry what is the crystal of NaCl. Don't worry. बस basically आपको देखना है कि what is crystal. Crystal is the solid form of a substance. जैसे नमक पानी में घुला हुआ है, जब उससे आप evaporate करते हैं water को, then you get the common salt. Then the NaCl is converted into the crystal form. That is the crystallization. So what is the crystallization? It is the process to obtain crystal from hot supersaturated solution. Supersaturated solution. जैसे if you take water and add sugar, right? Then it dissolves. Then after some time you kept this content on the gas stove. Then after some time the water gets evaporated and you get the sugar again in the form of crystal. So this is the process of crystallization, right? Now what is the chemical change? So what is chemical change? Means those change in which new substances are formed. Those change in which new substance are formed, right? And they have new properties from the original substance. मीनिंग जिस चीज से ये मिलकर के बना हुआ है उसकी प्रॉपर्टी और जो चीज बना हुआ है उसकी प्रॉपर्टी बिल्कुल डिफरेंट है. जैसे फॉर्मेशन ऑफ कर्ड फ्रॉम मिल्क. So milk have different properties as compared to the curd. Curd have different properties from which is formed from the milk, but milk have different properties, right? And during chemical change, heat is absorbed or evolved so much high. So much high. Means जब भी chemical reaction या chemical change होगा, then this process heat is evolved so much up, मतलब high amount of heat is evolved or absorbed, right? After the formation of curd, we cannot get the milk. So this is the irreversible change. Means we cannot back. It is irreversible change. Right? So these are the concepts related with the chemical change. Chemical change. Now, take some example to clear concept about the chemical change. Number one, burning of paper. As you know, paper is obtained from the plant, and plant is made up of the carbon. So when carbon is react with oxygen, then it produces carbon dioxide. Means they produces so much amount of carbon dioxide. So this is a burning of paper. Actually, when paper is burned, then it produces carbon dioxide and some water molecules. So this is a type of chemical change. Now the second example to understand what is the chemical change. As you know, cut surface of vegetables become blackish. Means अगर आप किसी भी वेजिटेबल जैसे पोटैटो, ब्रिंजल, when you cut these vegetables or apple, also this is a fruit, so then the cutting surface become blackish. Why they are become blackish? Actually they releases some chemical compound that is a phenol. When it reacts with the air, then its surface become blackish. Right? Now we take some chemical change as a reaction, because chemical change is also called as a chemical reaction. So chemical change or chemical reaction. Basically, number one, combination reaction. So what is combination reaction? Those reactions in which two or more than two substances react to each other and form one compound called as combination reaction. Like as carbon plus oxygen gives out carbon dioxide. Carbon reacts with oxygen, then it produces carbon dioxide. Now the second example, when hydrogen is reacting with oxygen, then it produces water. When magnesium ribbon is burned in oxygen, then it burns with dazzling white light and they form magnesium oxide. So these are the examples of the combination reaction. Now the second example, second type of chemical change, that is displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction? Take one example to understand what is displacement reaction, right? This is a beaker in which copper sulfate is present and this is blue in color, right? When we add iron name, लोहे की कील, iron name, then its blue color become colorless. Means जो solution obtained होगा that is colorless. So what will happen? Actually, when copper sulfate is react with iron, then iron replace copper and form ferrous sulfate plus copper. That's why the color of copper sulfate solution become colorless. So actually more reactive metal is displaced less reactive metal from its solution called as displacement reaction. So what is displacement reaction? Those reactions in which more reactive metal displace from low reactive metal from its salt solution called as displacement reaction. Called as displacement reaction, right? Now the third type of reaction agent decomposition reaction. So what is decomposition reaction? Actually decompose means what a break. When one substance break into two or more than two substances, then this type of reaction is called decomposition reaction. When one substance break into two or more than two substances called as decomposition reaction. Example, calcium carbonate, when heated it, then it break into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. This is calcium carbonate and this is calcium oxide and this is carbon dioxide, right? So this is the decomposition reaction in which one substance is break into two or more than two substances, right? Now fourth type of reaction is neutralization reaction. So what is neutralization reaction? when acid is react with base, then it form salt and water, called as neutralization reaction. Example, hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, will react with sodium hydroxide, then it form NaCl plus water. This is hydrochloric acid and this is sodium hydroxide. It forms sodium chloride and this is water. Right? So this is your neutralization reaction when acid is react with base, then it form salt plus water. अब आप इस रिएक्शन में देख सकते हैं कि एसिड की प्रॉपर्टीज डिफरेंट है, बेस की प्रॉपर्टीज डिफरेंट है, और जो नया सब्सटेंस फॉर्म हो रहा है that is salt, they have different properties from acid as well as base. So this is a type of chemical change or chemical reaction. Right? Now, one more type of reaction is the oxidation. Oxidation. Actually, oxidation is when any substance is react with oxygen, then this type of reaction is called oxidation. Right? When any substance is react with oxygen, called as oxidation. Example, magnesium is react with oxygen, then it form magnesium oxide. Because magnesium is react with oxygen, so this is called oxidation. Carbon is react with oxygen, then form carbon dioxide. So this is also called oxidation. So this is a type of chemical. Now what is rusting? Rusting is a process of corrosion of iron. Corrosion of iron with air and moisture means there is a necessary condition for the rusting of iron is air, presence of air and moisture. So what is rusting? Rusting is a process of corrosion in presence of air and moisture. Right? Example, iron is react with oxygen, in which oxidation of iron is also takes place with presence of X molecule. I don't know what is the X. X is the number of molecules of water. Then it form rust, that is Fe2O3 dot XH2. If you balance this reaction, then 4Fe and 3O2, that is 2Fe2O3 dot XH2. So this is a rust which is dark brownish color. Right? How will we prevent the rusting of iron? Means prevention. Number one, लोहे के दरवाजे में जंग लग जाए क्या करते हैं? उसको पेंट कर देते हैं. Means by painting. Now second, by oiling or greasing. Means when we give oil to the handle of the door, then it prevents from the rust, because moisture is not present at that place and there is no rust formation. Now the third and very important process is the galvanization. What is the galvanization? Actually, coating of iron with zinc metal is called galvanization. Means coating of iron with zinc metal called as galvanization. गैल्वेनाइजेशन में जरूरी है कि केवल जिंक की कोटिंग की जाएगी ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ आयरन. नाउ फोर्थ प्रोसेस इज द इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग. What is electroplating? Means it is the coating of iron object from the other metal. Means जिंक को छोड़ करके दूसरे मेटल के साथ, like as निकेल, chromium, etc. called as electroplating. मीन जैसे ही सिल्वर के ऑर्नामेंट्स में गोल्ड की प्लेटिंग की जाती है, चांदी के जितने भी गहने उन पर जिनका मर्जी करता है, जिनका मन करता है, उस पर सोने के पानी चढ़वा देते हैं जिससे वो गोल्ड की तरीके से दिखने लगता है. दैट इज आल्सो अ इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग. मींस किसी मेटल्स के ऊपर किसी दूसरे मेटल्स की परत को चढ़ा देना. दैट इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लेयर ऑन द that metal surface is called electroplating, right? Now the fifth, that is by alloying. Means when iron is mixed with chromium or nickel, then it forms stainless steel, which is prevent from rust. अब आप देखते हो अभी घरों में बहुत सारे स्टील के बर्तन होंगे, उस पर कभी जंग नहीं लगा. आयरन इज मिक्स्ड विथ nickel or chromium, then it forms stainless steel and there is no formation of rust takes place. So these are the concept of the rusting of iron. So thank you for watching this video. Like this video, share this video and also subscribe this channel. Thank you.